Hey everybody, Zach here. Welcome back to another video. Today we have a little collaboration vid with Jinzo&Tonic. As I always say, please go check out their content. They do a great job. So in this match, you're going to see me playing Golem Burn and Jinzo playing Chaos Control. Forgive me for being bad. I don't play Burn a lot, but let's get into it. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. So let's take a quick pause. I said pause. Anyway, so we started off with Jinzo starts off with Knock, Thunder, Torrential, Sook, and Meta. I start off with Messenger, Roar, Nightmare Wheel, Messenger, and then Graceful, and then Pot of Greed draws into these two. So I set, I T-set, then I pass. So I'm sure someone's going to be like, well, why didn't you activate Charity? Well, so he ends up having the Knock, so I predicted that right. My thought process here is I don't want to shotgun both and then T-set because they'll think it's Magician of Faith, right? And I'm not trying to, even though, because I really would prefer not to lose the Reaper here. So I'm trying to, make him think, oh, maybe, I don't want to shotgun all my power spells here. All right, let's continue. So anyway, he knocks anyway. It's fine. Oh no, he actually has Thunder Dragon first. So I know he's playing Chaos. Anyway, so now he knocks my Spirit Reaper. I'm like, damn. And I saw, because I was initially going to play something else. So spoiler, there'll be another video next week with me and Mr. Jinzo. So we'll do that then. Anyway, so he just sets one and passes. So I activate Charity now, and I draw into more control cards. None of my burn cards, by the way. I just pitch the Roar and the Messenger, and I just set one, activate level limit, and pass. So he sets his Moth. I just pass because, at this point, this doesn't help me in any way. I should have set the Wheel probably, but in hindsight, I guess it's always 2020. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Hirageki breaks the level limit. Flips Magician of Faith, grabs the knockback, Tsukiyomi shenanigans. I let this go through. And so I draw Lava Golem, which I'm like, well, that's cool, but he has no monsters on the field. So that kind of sucks. So I just activate another level limit and pass. This is not great. So I just pitch the goats. I am in such a bad spot. I'm just pitch Messenger and pass. Because just I didn't want to set Reaper at this point. So I know he has the knock. So I'm like, so I roar that because I don't want to lose another 1,000. But I set the Nightmare Wheel, and then I give him the Golem, in which, of course, he immediately has the Book of Moon for, which kind of sucks, but, it happens that way. He's just going to set the Dark Mimic, pass, so I draw into Sangan, and I decide to be a little bit aggressive, and I go to smack into, of course, has 1,000 defense, because, I'm so good at this game. And, of course, he draws Heavy Storm off of that, because I'm so good at this game. And then he heavies, and I'm just like, shit. And then he just goes for the big dead. Hits me for a lot of damage. Going to be 51 to the face. And why did I put that all once? I thought I was dead because I can't count. And then he's going to summon the Gatling Dragon, and I'm like, oh. So I try to make it work. I'm like, oh, hey, a burn card. So I activate Wave Motion Cannon, set to and pass. He summons the Chaos Sorcerer, banishing. And he activates Metamorphosis, getting rid of that to summon the Ryu Senshi, into which I just concede because I don't see a way to out that. So, by the way, also, I didn't have a side for this because, again, I clicked on the wrong deck. I was just trying to learn how to play Burn. That's just why I played Burn here anyway. Because, I want to become a better player with all the goat decks. Which is why, I profile a bunch of really off-the-wall lists that end up changing, 2 weeks after the thing. And that's what so, the next few deck profiles might be updates to old lists with changes. So, anyway, let's get into game 2. So anyway, I go first, and my hand's much better. Sorry about that. It's much better than it was in game 1. So I activate Charity. Drawing 3. Between the goat and the morphing jar. I just didn't think the morphing jar did enough here. And this delinquent duo is relevant. Activates duo. Of course he hits ring. I was really hoping he'd hit, because I would have been discarded those too easy. Unfortunately. So he pops that, and I'm like, well, I'm going to chain because it's funny. And then it dies. So he goes Thunder Dragon again. The double Thunder. Attacks into that. Takes 100 here from the Stealth Bird. So I draw Threatening Roar. I just flip, set it, and pass. He Dust Tornadoes the T-Roar, which sucks, but it happens. Tributes for Thunder Dragon into Chaos Sork after banishing Breaker and Thunder. Gonna attack. I'm gonna chain Gravity Bind, so I'm gonna draw, activate the bird, hit him for 1k, set it back, set Cylinder, and pass. He's gonna set Dark Mimic and Book of Moon. I'm just gonna flip, hit him for another 1000, set and pass. He's gonna draw into Charity, flip Mimic, draw into Knock. He's gonna knock my bird, and I'm like, damn, that sucks. He's gonna Charity into Tomato and MST, which I'm like, damn, dude, can you knock it off? Obviously, I didn't know he drew that. So he's going to pitch those two. He's going to MST, the Gravity Bind. Going to attempt to Cylinder, which he chains Book of Moon. I'm like, damn, of course he does. I'm going to get hit for 17. I'm going to draw Ceasefire and just T-set. So he's going to tribute. Well, he's going to use the effect to summon Dark Mimic too, which, by the way, something I haven't really played is this. I love this. Like, this is such a really cool idea that I really haven't thought of. And by the way, I'm sure it's been a thing for a little while, but I've really played goats in a month. So, I think this is actually pretty cool. A cool idea. So good on Jinzo if this is his thing. Anyway, let's continue with the match. So he's going to attack into Cyberjar. Cyberjar is going to trigger, nuking the field. So he goes first. He gets BLS, Mirror Force, Meta. So it's like I know what he has. So I'm going to summon the Sangan and the Stealth Bird in face down defense. Add the Roar, and Wheel to hand. So I set those two. And yeah, we're to the next play. He's going to summon his BLS that he added back. I'm like, of course he would have hit that. I'm like, of course he hit that. So he's just going to 50-50 it. He's going to hit the Sangan, set a card, set a monster, and pass. So it's going to be my turn. I'm going to Stealth Bird him for 1000. I'm trying my best here to figure this out. I just set one and pass. I know the bird's getting banished, but I'm trying to do my best here. Pokes for 1k with the Sangan, and I'm okay with taking that here. Mimic into a goat, activates Pot of Greed, draw Snatch, Steal, Meta. I'll Sook the book and passes. To which I chain Nightmare Wheel to try to get a little bit of burn damage onto the BLS before he books. And so this is a part where I probably could have played better. I probably should have just said screw it and set everything. But I thought this was Magician of Faith, I think. I forget this complete thing to that. I'm like, wait, is that Magician of Faith? Wait, no, I know that's the. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I know that's the thing because he booked it. Fuck. Well, I'm just bad. But so I set one. Flips his Mimic, draws another card. Sets 2. Zook, which I chain Ceasefire to hit him for 2500. I'll book that. And I'm going to summon goats to not die. He's going to kill 4 goats. And what he does next is probably one of the big brain plays that I never thought of. He metamorphoses his BLS for Gatling Dragon. So I gotta say, I never really have thought of this before, and I'm like, dude, this is such a big brain play. So he's gonna flip a coin, pop Sangan, flip a coin, pop the Mimic, and I say, yo, big brain in the chat, because big brain. Flips tails, passes turn, goes to search. I think he searches Serpent, and he passes turn, and unfortunately, This is where the game comes to an end. Me losing that stinking ring is like the biggest sad. So I put a greed into peace, and that I set 2 and 1 in pass. So here Geki breaks. I probably should have just set the roar in hindsight, but that's fine. Yeah, so you get Serpent back. Some of the Serpent metas, and I'm like, oh dude, that's big brain as well. So I just shift the control, and there's your game. Just banishes his own restrict, and yeah, that is the game right there, ladies and gentlemen. Burn players watching this are probably screaming, so I probably could have played that 100 times better. And that's the thing when you're trying to learn a deck that you don't really know very well, that you've only played, maybe 10 or 15 times prior to this. Unlike with other decks that, I've played a bunch of times, Anyway, hope you guys did enjoy the match video. Please check out Jinzo&Tonic's channel. It'll be the first link in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.